Hey guys, it's AJ Theron, and we're talking about Critter Cafe today, which is a cozy cafe management with little critters and puzzles. Okay, so this is a little cozy game, and it's releasing on Steam on the PC and on the Nintendo Switch on November 26th. Okay, and when I checked Nintendo eShop ahead of time, it looks like it is coming out for $15. I did not see a price on Steam, so if I'm incorrect on this, I apologize. So I did receive a review copy from the dev ahead of time. I was super excited to receive this because this game has been on my Steam wish list. I was like, it looks so cute. It looks adorable. I was like, I don't know how this is going to work because I didn't play the Steam Next Fest demo, but I was like, whatever. I just can't wait for it to come out and let's see what happens. So I received a review copy early and I have completed the game and I 100%ed it on Steam. So I did enjoy myself as I played the game. It took me approximately 9.9 hours to beat the game. So it is not a very long game, to be honest. And the gameplay loop is more or less run your cafe, go do puzzles to find the critters, so on and so forth until you find all the critters and you max out all the bonds. So that is the basic gameplay loop. I guess good news is if you go play the demo, from what I've seen of others playing the demo basically represents the game. So if you do not like the demo, you're not going to like the game. And if you love the demo, you probably will enjoy the game. But while the game is longer, the gameplay loop is really not that different than the demo. Okay, so I'm just going to put that up there. So as far as playing the game, so there are like a lot of cute little things going on. Okay, so you have a cafe and you can decorate it. The downside to decorating, and some people may look at this as a plus, is you're not really having to save up money to unlock things. You're really just leveling up your cafe, doing the cafe thing to get experience. And as you level up, you unlock furniture and decorations, so on and so forth. There is also like a limited view of the cafe, so it's not like you can really turn your view of the cafe to better like place things. That was a little bit of a disappointment and made it a little bit hard to place some things. But the variety of items to place around your cafe was nice. So, and then you have the cafe gameplay, which is basically you're serving espresso, coffee, little pastries, cake. You have to cut the cake. And each one has like little mini games, and you can't really fail them. It's just like you either complete them as like, great or good, and you get more experience if you're doing it like perfect. Okay. The little mini games are really easy. Okay. These are not hard mini games, and they do level up in difficulty, but not, it doesn't really get that more difficult if I'm being honest. So it's kind of relaxing, I guess. You don't have to worry about the games getting harder. You can kind of get in a groove, so on and so forth, to just like, get your experience. Now, and then max your cafe and get done as soon as possible. You're kind of better off just putting like a bunch of chairs for your customers to sit at right by like your counter for your coffee and pastries and stuff. So you don't have to run as far. There's really no advantage to actually spreading the tables out because then you have to move farther and you get less customers a day. I guess that may spread out like your length of time to play the game because you're having to do more days to get more experience if you're having to run across. But I went the min-maxing route because I'm an MMO player, and I just put a bunch of couches by my little counter area so that I could quickly go back and forth. You do have critters in the cafe, so it's a critter cafe, kind of like you think of a cat cafe. Downside is you don't really see the people interacting with the critters. They kind of just roam around. They don't really do anything. Like they don't make you move faster. They don't give you more experience necessarily. Uh, no, they don't do things you typically see in like a cafe sim. So, but they look cute, and sometimes they kind of get in the way when I'm trying to move, and you kind of have to like be like, hey, 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 I need you to move. So, but they kind of just wander around, and they don't really interact with any of the furniture, even though there is like a lot of like pet-like furniture, like kind of like a cat tower, right? They don't climb on them or anything, so that'd be kind of cool. Um, And the cafe has like part B where you do like these kind of private events. And let's see, you're picking furniture kind of based off color. So you need to pick, like, let's say they're like, oh, hey, I like green. You need to pick a piece of furniture that is green. And then you pick some critters. And as you level up, you can, I think, get up to like 3 critters each time. But you have to like meet the theme of the event, which is like to have horns, like use a critter that has horns. You don't really get that much of like a negative if you don't use a creature that has horns, but you get more EXP from it. So you do those, and then there's really no gameplay. You just get a little cutscene of the critters playing with the people. I did think that was really cute, and I did screenshot it every single time I did one. So I did think the cutscene was super cute and adorable. But there's not really much gameplay there other than just setting it up. Okay, so all this experience from the cafe levels up your cafe, and it also increases your bonds with the critters. Now, how do we get the critters? Okay, so you do kind of have a little bit of a world. There's 3 zones, and as you level up your cafe, the story progresses. There's not much of a story. Okay, you move to this place to run a cafe that's been like, I guess, abandoned, and it's kind of empty, and you gotta set it up, so on and so forth. And then your friend randomly lets you know that there's been these weird portals that are opening, and you go into the portals and you do puzzles and you find the critters. The puzzles do have like mechanics like you move rocks, you break stones with a hammer, you have a little boomerang to hit things, and you have little shoes to jump higher and farther. And those 3 things do like level up and get a little bit stronger. But I'll be honest, the puzzles really don't get harder. They're really not that hard. There were a couple that I kind of struggled with a little bit, but not a lot. These are very easy puzzles. Now, for me, that was great. I'm really bad at puzzles, guys, okay? I'm not good at them. I don't like them in games. So for me, the puzzle aspect was a little daunting, to be honest, and I had no reason to fear because they're very easy. So the puzzles are very easy. There are 35 critters, 35 portals, 35 puzzles. They're also pretty short. They don't take very long. You have a little cutscene when you enter the portal, and when you find the critter at the end, you have a cute little cutscene of you guys, jumping back through the portal and going home. Now, once you get a critter, you take them to your little critter area. I don't know what to call it, to be honest, but it's a cute area with a bunch of different biomes, and you can also put furniture and decorate this one, and you can watch as the critters roam. They really don't do much with the furniture or anything. They're kind of just roaming, looking pretty, but you can pet them, you can feed them, you can throw a toy at them, you can feed them little cookies to help them get more EXP in the cafe or restore their stamina so that you can use them more than once in a day. So that's kind of cute. I did really enjoy petting the critters, and you can max up their bonds. And I think they had 4 levels for each critter, and every single time you kind of level up their bond, you unlock a little skin, which has like a variation of like colors and kind of just basically different skins of the critters. Now, there is a max skin for level 4. Now, the downside to the skin was that all the critters more or less had the same color scheme and kind of same decoration. It was really kitty. It was really pretty, really cute, but I really would have appreciated different ones. Like they were all like this teal and purple. Like I wanted to see like a pink one. Like this is the max form. They look really cool. So why do they all have the same color scheme? I don't know. Not my decision. I did enjoy increasing my bond and unlocking the skins. And I also used the skins as kind of a way to track which critters I had maxed out and which ones I hadn't. So I'd put them all on the purple skin and then go on to the next critter to use in the cafe, so on and so forth. So another aspect of, getting from your cafe to the portals, there are 3 zones. They're open world. It's 3D. It looks very cute, very colorful. There's like this foresty, parky area. There's this beach area, and there's this snow area. And this is all in like the same town, I think, or very close to each other, which is kind of odd considering like how different the biomes are of these zones we're going to. But whatever, it's a fancy game, right? The zones are decently sized. You can run. You do have to hold down the run button. I was like, whatever. I don't care. You do this little Naruto run. That was a little weird. There's cute buildings, cute decorations. You can't really interact with anything. And there's people. They don't move. They make sounds. not legible sounds. They're not talking to you or anything, but they make sounds. And you can also like basically just run around and find the portals. There are some like little skin unlocks, item unlocks for your character customization that you can find. There's 10 per each zone, and there's 3 zones. There's a total of 30. It did not take me too terribly long to find all 10 in each zone. The only thing I didn't like is like, again, you have a limited perspective in these areas. So it's not like you can turn the camera to get an easier view. So that did make it a little bit tough. But to be honest, it really wasn't that hard to find them. You just got to run around a lot. Also about the random NPCs that are around, they don't talk. Like you can go up to them, you can't talk to them, they don't say anything. There's kind of no point for them being there. I have mixed feelings on this because it's like it seems weird to not talk to them and have them say something random. But then also I see people complain when like NPCs have something random to say and it doesn't relate to a quest. And this game really doesn't have quests. So I have mixed feelings on that. It's kind of whatever. Okay, so I think I have extremely quickly covered almost everything about the game. So my thoughts on it, um, I think it's really cute. I love. Oh, I didn't talk about the character customization. Character customization, you have a little chibi. I don't know what it is about this chibi because there's like some games where I really don't like the chibi. I absolutely adore the graphics and the chibis in this game. I adored messing with my character, and quite a few times I went and changed her hair and her outfit. I absolutely adore their character creator. I also love that they had hot pink. I've played a lot of games where hot pink has not been an option and it has been upsetting. Okay, guys, hot pink needs to always be an option for hair color. Thank you. Um, so I absolutely love the graphics and the color scheme of the game. It's bright colors. It's very much my vibe, let's be honest. The gameplay wise, the loop is run your cafe, go do puzzles, run cafe, go do puzzles. I'm not particularly good at puzzles, so I was fine with the puzzles being easy. The mini games and the cafe were pretty easy too. I didn't mind that. It's a very kind of like relaxing game. You kind of just get in the groove of. There's really nothing to drastically change the gameplay. It doesn't drastically get harder, nothing like that. So, um, it's not a challenging game. If you're looking for a challenging game, this is not it. This is not a challenging cafe sim. This game has a lot of potential. I kind of was expecting more from it, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm okay with what I got out of it. Like I played, I think it took me 9.9 hours to 100% the game. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed playing it the entire time. It runs wonderfully on Steam Deck, and I played the 9.9 hours on my Steam Deck. And I probably will stream the game to like show my friends what it looks like, so on and so forth, because I did get a free key. But overall, like there's no replayability really. Once you've 100%ed it, once you've played the 9.9 hours, it could take maybe 10 to 12 hours, maybe. Maybe if you're like not min-maxing your cafe, that probably didn't help me get much gameplay out of it, to be honest. But I like to min-max. You might get up to 12 hours. I don't know. Or if you're extremely bad at puzzles, maybe it will take you longer for the puzzles. Um, but like, there's really no reason to go play the game a second or third time. When you look at the saves, there's 3 save slots, but there's really no reason to replay it. I mean, I guess maybe theoretically, like maybe a year from now, maybe I'm like, I just want to go replay this game. I don't know. So from my perspective, when I buy games, which I did not buy this game, I got a free review copy. Just FYI, I said that earlier. But typically when I buy games, I want to get an hour of gameplay per dollar I spend. So if I spend $15, I do want to get 15 hours of gameplay. I got kind of close to it, but did not quite hit that right. Now, that being said, $15 is not a lot for a game, okay? It's not. So even if I had bought the game and only got 10 hours of it, would I have cared? Probably not, because again, I did enjoy the time I played. There's just like no replayability. So once you're done, you're done, and it's not a very long game. So if you're going into it knowing it's not a very long game and you're fine paying the $15, then that's fine. Now, also that being said, it is a 3D game. I assume that's partially why It's $15. But it does have a lot of competition in this space. There are other cafe sims that are better. And I hate to say that. There are. I haven't played a ton of them, but I know of them. And, I've played a couple. But there's a lot of competition. So I do think the cafe sim portion of this is like, okay, it's not great. Maybe if you played those others, you could come and play and enjoy this, but it's not a very challenging cafe sim. And then it's also not really challenging on the puzzle side. So if you're really into puzzles, you're probably not going to really enjoy the puzzles because they're not challenging. If you're looking for kind of just a short, relaxing game that you can get through because you work 40 hours a week, this is a game you will be able to complete because it's short and it is relaxing and it is cute. And to be honest, I don't think I would want to play it more than 10 hours because as I was getting towards the end, it was getting a little bit repetitive. Okay. I know. I play MMOs. Okay, it's kind of silly hearing me talk about a game getting repetitive. Okay, um, but that being said, there's just not enough gameplay there to where they had stretched out longer. I think it'd be too much. So I know I'm not being very clear here, am I? I'm kind of being like wishy-washy and it's hard because I did actually enjoy playing the game, but objectively, like, is it the best game ever? No, it's an okay game. Is it an amazing game? No, but it's okay. And if I had spent $15 on it, I would have been fine spending the $15 on it. It wouldn't have hurt my feelings. So it's really going to be up to you. Now, my word of advice, because this game is getting, I think, decently mixed reviews. I'm hearing some people say skip, and I'm hearing some people say get. And I'm saying it's really dependent on how much money you have. If you have a ton of money and can throw $15 at a really short game, go for it. But if you only got $15 to spend on a game this month, you're probably better off going and getting a different one. Like, go get one that has more bang for its buck, like Fields of Mystery or Stardew Valley, or some other. Okay. But how you can also figure it out is they do have a demo, and the demo is basically what the game is. Okay. Go play the demo. If you hate the demo, you're going to hate the game. If you like the demo, you're probably going to like it, and you might like it enough to either spend the $15 or try to catch it on sale. Okay. Again, I'm also a very big proponent of getting games on sales. Most of my games I get on sales. So, overall, kind of mixed review. I enjoyed my time with the game. It's cute. I really liked it. But I'm also honest with it's not very long and there's not a lot of gameplay to it. So it is what it is. This is the end of my video. I appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you on whether you're gonna get it. If you have gotten it, do you like it? Do you enjoy it? I would love to hear like honest opinions from people who maybe don't play like a million games, because I do feel like sometimes if you play just like a ton of games, and sometimes it's like, okay, well, what do people think who don't play a million games? Did you enjoy it? So that's it for this video, and thank you, and bye-bye.